well, just tucked away inside here in one of the fun finders that's just been brought off the line. This is the very first that they've brought off the line. And so I'm just waiting inside here. There's an inspector waiting to come in to check it all, because they do check every single van that comes through very carefully. But I just want to point out in these particular vans, it has the slide out, comes out the side, a little rear ensuite for you, and I'm sitting on the front bed area. It's a lovely little layout, and it's something that will be really good for the smaller van tower. But in saying that, it's got this big slide out that gives us so much room when it opens up. But we'll have a look at that a bit later on. Now, Angie, I've just come in on top of you here, and you're doing an inspection on the van. Tell me a little bit of what you're doing for the Australian people.
Just making sure that everything is correct, that everything is puttied, the trim is on, and it's secure, everything works correctly, and putting my stickers and making sure everything's right for you guys.
Oh, wonderful. Excellent. Well, I'm sure the Australian buyer will always want to see a good inspector on the job, so thank you very much for spending the time talking to me today.
Thank you.
I spray along all this top. If there's a bubble or a leak, and it'll bubble up, and I can recaulk it.
Kelvin, can you tell us a little bit how it works?
Basically, it's just you're pumping air into the inside, which pushes anything that's got a crack on the inside out, and it shows you gaps on the outside of anything that's going to leak.
Okay, and so you put detergent or something on the outside?
Yeah, we spray it down with just soap and water.
Okay.
And because soap bubbles, and it's going to show you any place where there's air escaping from the inside out.
What about the roof? Is that strong enough for you to be standing up there? Yes, this roof can hold probably 2 or 3 people. Yeah. All aluminum frames. Very solid. Very solid. Good.
I remember the names, but I can't remember the
When you come to a place like this, you really start to realise the expanse of the whole operation. We've got our viewfinders ready to go here, and I've only shown you the fun finders inside of the production line. The great thing about being at a place like this, such a well formed machine is what it is. The workers in there run. They go from one place to the other, and they just work so diligently. And the inspections, I've never seen such a place that had so many inspectors going through and checking and checking and checking. Let's keep checking, which is so important to get it right. The viewfinder. The V-Nose viewfinder is one of the reasons I wanted to be a part of RV imports in Australia. It's a wonderful, wonderful design. Makes very good use of the A-frame. The area that we tended not to utilise doesn't touch the A-frame, as you can see down there, but it has this cone that comes out, and that cone, believe it or not, is just one fiberglass piece, not pieces put together. There's one whole fiberglass piece, and when you do it that way, you don't have any problems with water again. And this is the key thing I keep harping on, is water getting into vans is such a problem in Australia. We need to change the way we do things, and by having the viewfinder out in the market and the Shadow Cruiser and the Fun Finder, you will be able to see the changes, the differences in the manufacturing process that will stop those types of issues. So what we've got is a line of viewfinders ready to go to Australia. They'll be on the boat probably within the week. It's got a few little things to go just to trim up inside, just again more inspections, and then it's ready to go. But this is the start. This is the start of something special for Australia and for the Australian market. So I'll take you through the viewfinders as well, but let me just say that this particular setup, this particular factory has very much impressed me. It's very much impressed me in the way they are diligent about getting it right, and how much passion they've got for their vans. They call them travel trailers, we can call them whatever we like. We call them caravans in Australia. But the thing is, those travel trailers or caravans that we see in there for going to the Australian market are looked after just as much, if not better, than the ones going to the US market. The compliancing is such a big issue for them that they are just turning a bit backwards to find ways to improve it even more. We've picked up little things, and we continue to pick up little things that will improve. And that's part of good management. That's a part of why we're here. That's a part of why we keep coming back, to make sure that the product is ready to go onto the market, the Australian market. So in essence, this whole factory, dedicated to the production of top level travel trailers and caravans, is very much in business in America, supporting the local economy. So I hope you enjoyed our little trip through the factory, and please make yourself known to myself, Peter Treasure, online at peter@rvimports.com.au. and let me help you in finding maybe your fun finder, your viewfinder, or a shadow cruiser.